A very warm welcome to all of you. We will begin with the Tamil Thai Varthu.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் பதனமன திகழ்பரத கண்டமதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிர்ச்சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு பிறைநுதலும் தரித்தனலும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகம் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ்மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிளமை திறன் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
I'd like to begin this auspicious green event by asking our dignitaries to light the lamp. May I request Ms. Revathy, Ms. Kalpanaa, Ms. Rohit and Mr. Rupesh to come to light the lamp along with Debbie. Thank you all. I welcome Ms. Sharath Nambiar, Director, DakshinaChitra Museum, to welcome and felicitate the guests.
Welcome everybody. Today marks a new exciting beginning and a new partnership in the new year. We are so glad that the MUTHOOT group has partnered with us on a journey towards a sustainable future. It gives us great pleasure to welcome Revathy as the chief guest today to inaugurate the solar plant, which will largely power our museum premises from today. I would like to mention that Revathy is not only a leading actor and film director, but also plays a big role in societal and environmental issues, and it's so apt that she is here today to inaugurate the momentous occasion in our journey. I would like to welcome Dr. Kalpanaa Sankar, MD, BELSTAR-Micro Finance, for her gracious presence today. Interestingly, this remarkable addition to the DakshinaChitra Museum came about because of a conversation I had with Mr. Prasant, Chairman of the Asia Asset Finance Sri Lanka, and Mr. George MUTHOOT Jacob, our Deputy MD of MUTHOOT Finance, almost a year back in December 2023. We discussed many interesting proposals, and they immediately zeroed in on our proposal to power our museum sustainably through solar energy, since the concept aligned perfectly with their vision and goals. We're so glad that the MUTHOOT leadership is keen to play a big role in reversing the disastrous effects of environment degradation, and I thank Dr. Kalpanaa Sankar and Mr. Revathy Raj, CUTA head of the MUTHOOT Group, and Mr. Rupesh, Regional Manager, Chennai South, and the entire team from MUTHOOT Group for their presence today and for their huge support. I will not take up more of your time now and would like to hand over the mic to Ms. Anitha, Director of Culture.
Thank you, Sharath. I now request Mr. Revathy Raj, Head Corporate Communications in CSR MUTHOOT Group, to give us a brief introduction of the project and some of the highlights of MUTHOOT CSR initiatives. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. I reached here almost by 9:45, so I went there and visited the place, and I'm so happy that how the tradition is being kept here. And I was also having a word with Deborah, how the museum is procuring things. It's actually, they're doing a beautiful job, procuring things from different parts of the state and rebuilding here and keeping the tradition. And the time right now, everybody, they are glued to our mobile phones, and they are every other day, we are just going through the reels and everything. So it's actually a nice job they are doing. So we are, as MUTHOOT, we are so happy to associate with the museum. And whatever, it's only a small part which I feel, which we are supporting. So I'll just give you a brief intro about the MUTHOOT Group. I just don't need to introduce the group as it is. It's one of the largest conglomerates in the country. Right now we have close to 5,000 branches across the country. More than 50,000 people, close to 50,000 people are working under this group. And we are spending close to 100 crores a year, and largely for the education initiatives, empowering women, and healthcare, we are doing a lot, and also art and sports. So this comes under the art segment. And we are so happy to earmark whatever money we can do for the benefit of this beautiful organization. And I'm so happy Revathy ma'am came here. So we all grew watching her movies, especially Malayalam and Tamil movies. So I'm so happy for you to be here, ma'am. And that's it. I'm not going to take your time. Thank you all.
Thank you, Rohit. I now request Deborah Thiagarajan, the founder of Madras Craft Foundation, Chennai, to say a few words, followed by Revathy and Ms. Kalpanaa.
Well, I'm delighted that in 2025, we are embarking on our 29th year of being open to the public. And since we are an NGO, and we've been self-sustaining in operations and salaries since 2008, I think as an organization with all our staff, we've achieved quite a bit. But of course, none of this could really have happened, particularly for our capital expenses, without help from people like MUTHOOT and other donors who have understood the rationale of a museum like ours. Because of climate change and how we're all affected, and particularly in Madras, how we're all going to be affected by climate change, we are beginning to emphasize the role of culture as it relates to climate. because, as Sharath put in his New Year's message, it's the responsibility of each of us to look at our footprint and what we're doing. So we have recently opened 2 exhibitions, one on the Western Ghats, because they are troubled, and one on the living ocean, because our oceans are also in trouble. And I think the more awareness we create among the public, the more people will take action. And I think that's very important. We get a lot of young people here also, and we plant seeds in the minds of young people. And as the folklorist Komal Kultari said, you throw seeds and some of them will grow. And we're hoping that among the young people who come to DakshinaChitra, that some of the seeds, will grow, that these people will become leaders, and that they will understand the messages which we are giving here, that they are important to help affect climate and take proper actions. Anyway, I'd like to thank MUTHOOT and Company for their donation. Solar panels, of course, are very important for energy, for climate change, and we are looking at water harvesting. We put in a water harvesting and composting and reuse of water and behind the Mopla house. And we hope that the public will also imbibe some of these ideas. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all, and Happy New Year to everyone, to a wonderful 2025.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Sharath and Debbie. It's a wonderful, with regards to solar power, I personally enjoy it because my house is completely solar powered right here in Uttandi. It's one of the villas that just both my sister and myself, we decided to go completely solar, and we're enjoying it, and it's so much easier. It's just a one-time investment, and after that it helps. And with regards to DakshinaChitra, I've seen DakshinaChitra grow from the land onwards. I also had the honor and pleasure to shoot one of my films, Firmilingi, in 2003 in DakshinaChitra. And it's been one of my favorite places, always coming here, and I'm so happy that it's been supported by so many people. And the initiative that Debbie started is absolutely magnificent. One of my friends' house, a Syrian Christian home, is here. So, that house was uprooted all the way from, and it's right here. So she comes to see the house once in a way. It's her grandmother's house. So, there's an amazing connect that a lot of us have with DakshinaChitra. So, really happy that MUTHOOT Group has come forward and is doing this. Definitely, it's kind of, showing a path towards eco-friendly power. So that's really, really nice. And I have to say, DakshinaChitra has paved the way to plant several seeds in many people's minds with regards to being environment friendly, with regards to fabric, knowledge, architectural knowledge, heritage knowledge, food, the cuisine from all over the south. So DakshinaChitra is an amazing space. My child has practically grown up here. She used to come here every Sunday to just be. You don't have to really do anything. You just need to be around. So, I'm really happy that it's going the way it is going, and hopefully it'll grow and give many more people the kind of happiness it has given me and my family. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
Thank you very much, Revathy, for your kind words, and it's support of people like you at all times that really helps put us on the map. May I request Ms. Kalpanaa?
Good morning, everyone. I'm indeed very happy to be here representing MUTHOOT Group and to be a part of eminent people. I know Dr. Deborah Thiagarajan, her contribution. I visited this place several times. I brought nearly 300 or 400 overseas colleagues here. So they all had a what to say, at least a bird's eye view of our culture, of our heritage, of our rich architecture, and they got a feeling for, because otherwise they only see the noise pollution, the other side of India. They got to see something positive about India, and many of them have taken fond memories from here. It's also a privilege to be on the same dais along with Mrs. Revathy. Apart from her skillful acting, I should say, I like her because she stands for her value proposition, and she's vocal about what she's doing. So, as a person working for women's empowerment, it's my pleasure to get to know her. A pleasure to welcome Rohit Raj on behalf of MUTHOOT and also Mr. Sharath Nambiar. I represent BELSTAR Microfinance Limited, which is a subsidiary of MUTHOOT. And I've been working closely with MUTHOOT Group since 2016. It's been our pleasure to work with them, and they're always there when there are good projects happening. I think it's a beginning, and I wish this partnership should continue. I also represent Hand in Hand. It's an international NGO which was started in Tamilnadu, Kanchipuram. And we are working in 17 states in India, and we have expanded the model to 10 countries. I used to meet Tara when she was heading Madras Microfinance, because I think both of us started off around the same time. And speaking about Hand in Hand, our main focus is on women's empowerment. We started off with children working in weaving looms to ensure sustainability of the initiatives. We've started focusing on women's empowerment. That is the main project now. We are driving that project across 17 states in collaboration with the state government and central government. And we have a clientele of nearly 30 lakh women who are getting various assistance through the NGO as well as through the BELSTAR, which is a financial arm. It provides timely credit to the women borrowers across India. We are also focusing on health, and I would like to talk about the green initiatives taken by Hand in Hand. Very proud to say that we have also done our little bit for environment. We have set up the first green heritage in a site in Mamalapuram. We could do that in partnership with ASI and Renault Nissan. I want all of you to take a visit and see what we have done. We have set up a major solar plant which is lighting up the entire premises of the Shore Temple, and we are also supplying the extra power to Tamilnadu government. I think it's first of its kind where we have made something which is sustainable. So very proud of that initiative. Apart from that, we are working very closely with farmers, and Dr. Deborah was mentioning about Clean Ocean. In partnership with Norway and Sweden, we are running projects for cleaning up the ocean because it is an eyesore. We all feel very unhappy. Like at the stretch around our house, we are able to maintain it clean. So at one point in time, when I had several visitors, they used to ask me, why is your country so dirty? We were handling the waste of 6 lakh households. But now, because of political issues and other things, I'm not able to continue in that area. But we created very good models in Mamalapuram and in Karaikal, which can be replicated across the country. So I think with a 1.4 billion population, as citizens, we have to go green. And it was very interesting to listen to Revathy about the solar house. And I had a guest from Switzerland yesterday. They say we are far ahead in terms of solar adaptation in India. I was talking about the digital initiatives in India, about how our women are getting empowered through various platforms, and how even a vegetable vendor is able to transact through Google Pay and all that. Because such a thing cannot happen even in a big country like US. Because here our country subsidizes, there is no transaction cost for using the platform. So I think in terms of digital penetration, India, we can be proud of certain initiatives. One is the digital part. I think even in terms of solar, we have what we have managed to achieve in India. It's very impressive. And the person from professor from Switzerland had to say that we are far ahead in terms of solar adaptation. I think this initiative by DakshinaChitra will go a long way. I saw a bunch of students also. They will also get to, they should know about what is happening in India, about our rich culture, heritage, and she has created a wonderful infrastructure. It's up to us all, at least the Chennaites, to make use of this place, bring more people to this site, and get people exposed to the sustainable practices and do our bit to our planet. Thanks for the opportunity. I would like to thank MD MUTHOOT for giving me this opportunity to represent MUTHOOT Group. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Kalpanaa Sankar. It's very interesting to hear about your environment-friendly efforts in cultural spaces. I'm glad that we have followed. And Hand in Hand seems like a very exciting initiative. So thank you for all your effort, and we're actually keen to know more about it. Before I go to the final vote of thanks, I'd like to request Debbie to felicitate our guests with the Angavastram and some gift. On record a gratitude to Mr. George Muthoot Jacob, Deputy Managing Director of Muthoot Finance, Mr. Prashant, Chairman of Asia Asset Finance, Mr. Rohit Raj, Head of Corporate Communication and CSR, Mr. Rupesh, Regional Manager Chennai South, Mr. Ramesh Khanna, CSR Manager Tamilnadu North and Chennai. We also, and the entire MUTHOOT team, we thank particularly Ms. Revathy and Ms. Kalpanaa for coming today. We also want to thank the team of Makhdoom and Abdur Rahman of Salt Energy, who actually put up our environmental friendly practices. I wish to thank all our staff and members from FOD who have come today. So thank you all. We have some tea, after which I think Sharath will take us to the site of the solar panel, and we'll have a little ceremony over there. So thank you all for coming.